In this video, we will show you how to replace your power steering pressure line on this Chevy Tahoe. This will be located between your hydro boost and your steering gear. Let's get into it. Okay friends, let's get started on our job. The first thing you want to do is remove as much power steering fluid from the power steering system as possible. We'll make our way right down here to the power steering reservoir. Remove that cap and give it a close inspection. You want to make sure that the seal on the cap is still in good condition. You don't want to have a leak in this area. At this point, the next thing you want to do is use some sort of fluid vacuum. Now that we've removed as much fluid from the system as possible, let's continue on removing the line from the hydro booster. For this, we'll be using a 16mm wrench. We'll just give that line a quick inspection. We can let this go and make our way down to the power steering gear. Now we can follow that pressure line all the way down to where it connects onto the steering box. Before you remove this line, it's important to make sure you try to remove as much debris from the area as possible so minimal falls into the power steering box. To remove the fitting from the box, use an 18mm. Keep in mind there could still be fluid in this area, so have a collection bucket under this. There we are. Now that we've got this side out of here, I'm just going to let it kind of drain out a little bit into my bucket. Now once you have as much of that drained out as possible, we can start removing that pressure line. There it is, friends. Now that we have the line out of there, you want to make sure you clean and inspect the area that you had removed the line from. We have that steering gear area, and then all the way up at the hydro boost. All right, let's get ready for the installation of our brand new power steering pressure line. Before you install this, it's important to make sure you take a look at your kit. You'll find in that kit, it came with 2 brand new gaskets. Take one of those gaskets and put it on each side of the line. We'll press that all the way on there as far as you can. Do the same to the other side. Once you've done that, we can start our installation. Now we can take that brand new power steering line with the isolator area here, and we're going to slide this up and through and rest it in the proper position. It's right up here. We'll start this in loosely by hand, make our way down to the other side of the line, and do the exact same thing. Once we have both of them started, we can snug them up. Now, while you're starting this lower part of the line in here, it's important to make sure you have it in the proper orientation, with the line going over towards the driver's side of the power steering box. All right, right there, it feels as though it wanted to bottom out. Now keep in mind, we do have a rubber O-ring on here, so you're going to need to go a little bit further. Once you feel as though you have it bottomed out, we'll just give it a little bit extra of a twist. Grab onto that line, give it a nice wiggle to make sure that it is secured. With that tight, make your way back up top, tighten the line at the brake booster. All right there is bottomed out. Just make sure it's nice and snug. Now that we have the line installed, go ahead and clean up your mess. Continue on with filling that power steering system. Make sure you use the proper manufacturer specified fluid. When we were doing that line, of course, we did lose some fluid. As that fluid was coming out, air was going into the system. We need to burp it out of there. To do that, we'll make sure we have both front wheels raised off the ground and turn the wheel from side to side. The next thing we'll do is continue on to starting the vehicle. Now we'll just check that fluid level. You want to make sure you're somewhere in between the add line and the full cold line, assuming the vehicle is still cold. Let's make sure that we re-secure that power steering cap. The next thing you want to do is just double check for leaks, close the hood, and take your vehicle for a road test. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.